Hey Leo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a tarot and oracle timeless reading. So that means whenever you see this, that's when it applies. That being said, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Not every reading is meant for every Leo, right? You guys, we're going to start with oracle. We're asking what's coming towards you. What do you need to know is going to benefit you the most to know about? This is going to be your daily affirmation card. At the end of this reading, I'm going to attempt something new. And I hope I'm pronouncing this right, but the mudras, like, are these hand formations that represent different meanings. We're going to choose from this deck of mudras for a meaning that you can take on your own. You can do this hand formation. It gives you a sense of balance and a sense of control in your life to be able to actively do something that represents a larger meaning. So there's going to be an affirmation attached to that. And if you guys would like for me to pray for you, anybody else to pray for you, say hi in the comments section. Even an emoji, that works too. But it's something that represents your energy that we can focus on. And this is a place of love and light only, no negativity. I kick it out if it comes in. So we start with a message, gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. And then here's your daily affirmation. I am curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. Feel like there's like a couple aha moments out there. It's such an obvious question, right? But how often do we really think about that? Like, we look behind the veil, we look behind the curtain. What is my true nature? There's something for you to discover there. Okay, you guys, let's see what tarot has in store for you. What's coming towards my Leos? Please make it clear, Spirit. All right. My Leos, what do they need to know? Only taking the cards that fly out for you because it's a conversation. We have Hanged Man in reverse. And I'm going to give you a general feeling for the energies at hand, and then we will unpack them just to give you some more detail. Awesome. Opportunity is coming through with the Ace of Wands. This is a passion opportunity. We've got some fast-moving energy here. This is big picture energy with the Ten of Pentacles. This is talking about what are you leaving behind? What are you creating that's going to last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years into the future for some of you guys? And this is a sense of legacy, right? So big picture energy. There looks like there's a big change. Like that. It's a little bit more straight. A big change with the Death card here. The Death card represents not literal death, so don't you worry. The Death card oftentimes represents something that needs to move out of our lives in order to make way for new stuff, new opportunities, new people. But we start with a bit of resistance, and this is like a resisting energy. So if things have been moving slow for you, if they've been kind of frustratingly slow, I would say don't be disheartened by it. There's something here. Why is this? We have the Moon card and the Queen of Wands, which oftentimes represents your energy. So there's a perspective needed here. There might be some resistance to get a certain perspective. Resistance around an event. I think this event's going to shake it up. So when we get the Tower card, it's sometimes the biggest blessing. And I like to say it's not always a blessing wrapped in beautiful. It's like a gift wrapped in kind of crappy wrapping paper. And only because we usually have a sense of no control. Now, the Tower moment can represent really beautiful things, wonderful things in our lives, like falling in love suddenly. But even when we fall in love suddenly, there's a sense of losing control, like the wheels are flying off the bike. Like, where am I going? Oh my gosh, I can't control my body right now. I can't control my thoughts and my feelings. And so even in a good way, the Tower can represent that. So this is, in this case, I think that I'm talking to the Leos that where something's been kind of playing in the background for a while. And I think they've been, for whatever their reason is, they have not been wanting to look at it. And so until it's brought clear as day right up to their nose and with an event here. This event can be any sort of thing in your life, but that's what it has in common, is that it basically changes your direction for you. And it could be like a little thing too. It could be something breaking down in your house. It could be whatever. So the passionate card that we're getting is this opportunity that is led by another passionate individual. This is the Knight of Wands. This is somebody coming towards you with an offer. Now, this opportunity is not going to last forever, so it's something that you want to make a decision about. You want to either say yes to it or not. This could be a project. It could be something that helps or promises to help you get out of a rut, to get out of a place of scarcity. It could be a scarcity mind frame. It could be literally just wishing you had more money. So this could be a job offer. It could be a project that they're saying, hey, do you want to join me on this? What about that for my Leos? For my Leos, what's the Five of Pentacles? What about that? Okay, here we are. They're at the very end of the deck. We had to go all the way through. Yep, they represent transformation, major change, and intuition. You're locked into your intuition at the time that you see this. Ultimately, standing back from your reading so far, there is a big change you didn't have everything to do with, like it kind of fell in your lap, but also on the heels of that comes an offer that, you know, pay attention to your intuition, what it's saying. This would probably mean that you would have to transform for it. Like there'd be a little bit of discomfort probably in that transformation, but it's not a bad one. It's a really good one. Let's kind of go through these and get a bigger picture for the Five of Swords. Okay, what about the Chariot card? This is a fast-moving energy. It's right into the arms of success and triumph. What is this Death card? Please make it clear. And then we're going to use another deck. Death card. And if you're asking yourself, well, why did this all happen? Why is this happening? There's what part of the bigger picture is balance, is justice, is something karmically that needed to be balanced, maybe in your scenario, you know? And because I do think that something bigger is calling. And when I say bigger, I mean that legacy card, that 10 of Pentacles. This is something that is going to ensure that you are secure and happy and financially stable for the rest of your life, or for you're getting an opportunity. But first, before you get that opportunity, you had to have your cage rattled a little bit. So it's working in your best favor. This is going to it's going to put you in the position of successfully being the emperor in your new life, because I think that you have been feeling disempowered in your life in this area. A lot of you guys, I'm talking to you about your careers, or even like connecting your placement and your role in your family. It's starting to have an effect with this Three of Swords. Is I think there is we all can entertain illusion. We can all entertain illusion when sometimes behind these cups, these options, we tell ourselves that we have more options than we actually do. But you're not going to be in that place. I think you're going to be in a very empowered place. First, you're going to get your cage rattled a little bit, but it's a good rattle, just so you know. You're going to be, I think, discerning with who you work with, what energies you work with. You're going to be seeing in a very unique way. You're going to be seeing very clearly, like with the power of the King of Swords, that black and white decisive energy, no BS energy. You'll be moving forward. And you might be leaving a certain collaboration, maybe a company or a group of people that you've been spending a lot of time with, or that you had the option to, and you're like, nope. Like, you're going to see very clearly what's a waste of your time, what's going to be building towards your future successfully. I love that for you. Lastly, I want to talk about this Justice card, the Hanged Man upright in the right position. So we started with the Hanged Man upside down. It was something you're resistant to, right? It was something that maybe been working in the background for a while, but you didn't want to look at until this big event shakes things up. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's like, well, stuff's uncomfortable anyway. I might as well just dig in. In order to move forward, you realize you gotta address this. But it's playing into such a beautiful outcome and a long-lasting place. So a lot of you guys, that's why it feels like it's career or collaboration, both. For many of you, you're getting very clear on how you spend your time, how you're investing yourself, because you want it to pay off in the long term. And I think had this event not happened, you would still have been allowing yourself to maybe try to move forward without looking at this thing that was hiding in the dark, the moon. You're going to be coming out of this a lot more powerful and a lot more in control. I think some of you guys are going to be addressing something having to do with family roles and inheritance that maybe you've wanted to not pay attention to. So that there's usually communication there, but you're going to have victory. And that's just a few of you guys there. You need more control in a situation, basically. And that's what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting more control in a situation. So let's move on to the mudras. Let's just see what kind of physical affirmation I can give you here for your reading. Oh, that was a funny thing that happened. One sec. Funny though, what flew out was justice. I'm just going to read into that a little bit. We got the justice card right here, and I'm feeling like I need to pay attention to this. When we got the justice card, it was because I wanted clarity on the death card. These are two huge arcanas, major arcanas. The death card, something had to end for something to become rebalanced in your life. And the justice card is a very powerfully positive card in your life, but it's a wake-up call. This feels like a giant wake-up call. So I was going to shuffle this and see what flew out, but I feel like this is your mudra. And it's a very interesting one. It says, justice, I am not to judge. Stand up for your rights, but without passing judgment on others. You can leave the judging to a higher court. You may criticize what another does, but it is not up to you to judge the doer. For remember, only injured people injured. Only oppressed people who want to oppress others. Only weak ones want to weaken other people. And only the frustrated want to frustrate others. Try to hand over the injustice which others do to you to a universal authority. They'll be taken care of. This is a karmic card. If you Google justice right now, it'll tell you it's a karmic card. So when you feel persecuted, surrender the pain which is inflicted upon you. There is consolation. Here's your affirmation with a physical one. Your love heals my hurt. Your strength strengthens me. Your goodness leads me to new endeavor. And this is the mudra. Justice, I am not to judge. I'm going to show it to you one more time. All right, you guys, please like, please subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you soon. Take good care.